I don't know if I don't even know how anybody can justify what happened on, was it the 3rd of January 2026, when the United States went into a sovereign country, that sovereign country being Venezuela, and took Maduro and his wife from reports, their bedrooms, and flew them to the United States, another country, and arraigned them in front of a court, I think yesterday, or was it Monday, to face crimes, to face charges based on crimes, drugs, weapons, etc. Where is international law? Where is international law? Where is the United Nations? Where is the International Court of Justice at The Hague in Netherlands? Yes, China has spoken. Yes, Russia might have left a word or two. The EU is gathering a response. We're not hearing much about um, a strong, stern reproach from the UK. Um, a lot of African countries are probably not going to get involved, but it's a shame. It's a shame where we are right now in the world is a shame, and this should not be celebrated. This is not something uh, that should be encouraged. And yeah, some of you observers will say this is not this is not the first time, and this has happened before. And you're right, it has happened before. It happened with Noriega in 1989. We should learn from it. There are laws for a reason. If those laws don't work, you remove the laws. The laws stand. This has not been mentioned as an act of war. The United States is not at war with Venezuela. I haven't seen any official accounts that says that United States is at war with Venezuela. Now you go into that country and you take the president and his first lady and you fly them. And now the message I'm now hearing, or that I heard today, is that 50 million barrels of oil is going to be transported into the US. So effectively, the United States is running that country. I did some research yesterday, and it appears that yes, some drugs do pass through Venezuela, but it's my own understanding is that Venezuela is not a major hub on that axis, because that was one of the things that was the reasons for going into Venezuela, that they were bringing drugs. Of course, say no to drugs. I'll never support that because this is harmful and it's dangerous. But was that the real reason the United States went into Venezuela with the Delta Force to take the president away? Or there's a bigger and deeper reason for this? Do you think it's just about oil? I think this is deeper than oil. The oil part works because it's a lot of money. They have over 303 billion barrels of oil. Of course, most of that oil is on the ground, and it's expensive to get out of the ground. Partly because of U.S. sanctions that was imposed when the late Hugo Chavez was there, and he moved away from the way things were done and wanted to nationalize, and did nationalize how crude oil was refined and produced in their country. They wanted to take their country back. They wanted to have their own control. And US companies were paid. ExxonMobil was paid. Chevron decided to stay. They went to court and they were paid. And now you're running the country. How do you run another country? Are we back in colonization? Is that where we are in 2026? I mean, it doesn't even feel like 2026. It feels like an extension of 2025. And, I'm reading a lot of things. People are saying a lot of things. Oh, this is right. This is right. How is this right? How is this right? Why do we have these laws? Why do we have these laws? Why? What's the point? When you're only going to make sure that the smaller countries, the weaker countries, quote unquote, follow the laws. And the strong ones, they just do whatever they like. Because what's going to happen now is China is not going to send no troops to Venezuela. Russia is not going to send no troops to Venezuela. Nigeria is not going to send no troops to Venezuela. The EU is not going to send no troops to Venezuela. They're not going to attack the US. They're not going to go in there and say, bust the courtroom and get him out. The trial is going to go on. But as we've heard today, it's literally going to affect his impeachment. It might not finish his term. I don't think the USA is going to get away with this one. They might have gotten away with the Noriega one, but this is 2026. But let's see what happens. I might be completely wrong. USA is still a very powerful country, and Trump is a strong president. But this is not right. This is not right. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one.